Parents, what's the most heartbreaking thing your child has ever said to you? I got a girl pregnant at 16. I was stupid and didn't use protection. My son Leo is 8 now and he's everything to me. His mom left when he was 3, said she wasn't ready to be a parent. The irony wasn't lost on me. I tried getting child support, sat in that courtroom feeling like I was the one on trial. Judge looked at me and said I was the father and needed to step up. Like I wasn't already stepping up every single day. She walked away with nothing but her freedom. I got full custody and zero help. My parents offered to let us stay with them, but the conditions came with too many strings. Do it their way or don't do it at all. So I got a tiny 1-bedroom apartment in a rough part of town. Leo gets the bedroom. I sleep on the couch. It's not much, but it's ours. I work nights at a warehouse loading trucks. The pay is garbage, but the overnight shift pays an extra $2 an hour. I need that extra $2. I drop Leo off at school at 7:30, then go home and crash for a few hours. My neighbors, the Greens, watch him after school until I wake up around 4. They're in their 70s and refuse to take any money. Mrs. Green says watching Leo reminds her of when her grandkids were little. Every Friday after my Thursday night shift, I'd come home and take Leo to this diner called Rosie's. Nothing fancy, just a local spot with cracked vinyl booths and a jukebox that only plays songs from the 80s. But Leo loved it. He'd order the chocolate chip pancakes and I'd get coffee and eggs. We'd sit there for an hour just talking. He'd tell me about school, about his friends, about the book he was reading. It was our thing, our one nice moment every week where I wasn't exhausted or stressed about bills, where I could just be his dad. I haven't been able to take him in almost a year. The rent went up. Then my car needed new brakes. Then Leo needed new shoes because his old ones had holes. Every time I'd save a little, something would come up. I kept telling him next week, buddy, next week for sure. But next week never came. I started keeping my tips in a jar on the kitchen counter. Quarters mostly. Sometimes $1 if I helped someone carry something heavy to their car. I'd come home each morning and drop whatever I had in there. Leo would hear the coins clink and come running out in his pajamas. How much today, Dad? He'd ask. Not much, but it's something I'd tell him. Last Tuesday, I come home from my shift completely dead on my feet. I notice the jar's gone. My heart drops. We live in a rough neighborhood and I thought someone broke in. I'm about to call the police when I hear Leo's voice from the kitchen. Dad, come here. I walk in and he's sitting at the table. All the money from the jar is counted out in neat little piles. Quarters in one pile, dimes in another, dollar bills smoothed out flat. He's got this huge smile on his face, the kind I haven't seen in months. What's going on, buddy? I ask. I saved enough, he says. $52.37. I'm confused. Saved enough or what? He reaches under the table and pulls out this piece of paper. It's wrinkled and worn like it's been folded and unfolded 100 times. I recognize it immediately. It's a menu from Rosie's. He must have taken it the last time we went there almost a year ago. The chocolate chip pancakes are $7, he says, pointing at the menu. With tax, it's like $7.63. I have enough to take you 8 times. Leo, I start to say, but he cuts me off. You work so hard, Dad. You come home and you're so tired, but you still help me with my homework. You still make me dinner. You never complain. I wanted to do something nice for you. I've been saving for a long time. That's when I notice his piggy bank on the table. It's empty. This wasn't just the tip jar. He'd emptied everything he had. Birthday money from the Greens. The $5 his teacher gave him for winning the spelling bee. Every single penny. I just stood there looking at my 8-year-old son, who watches me drag myself through the door every morning exhausted and broken, who never complains when I say we can't afford something, who never asks for anything. And he spent months saving every cent he could find, not for toys or video games or anything for himself, to buy me breakfast. I tried to tell him he didn't have to do that I should be taking him, but he just shook his head. I want to, Dad, please. So we're going this Friday, and I'm letting him pay, because sometimes your kid teaches you what love actually looks like.